Why the would she release our secret? Absolutely, how dare she?
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to Reddit on Wiki. I'm your host for today's episode. It is I, your punny Pinoy John. With me, as usual, Josh and Sean. What's up, boys?
How's it going?
It's going.
Just did an awesome episode.
No,
I guess this episode is technically the.
Before.
It's technically before.
Are we leaking? Who's our
We could
episode?
say a little teaser. No, we won't say who. We'll just continue with the. They're a goat.
They're a goat.
One of the goats.
They're goated.
Yeah. So we just did an awesome episode with them. So I'm pumped off adrenaline right now.
Yes. They did awesome.
Yes.
For a first timer, too. For a first time, like, podcasting. Or
Yeah, first time during any podcast.
Yep. Did
And they
amazing.
were great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So
look
tune
forward to
in.
that Friday.
Friday. Yes, exactly. So it's a Monday episode, so we'll kind of have a mixed bag of stories all over Reddit. And as always, we end the episode with This Day in History, written by Cultivate's very own Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions podcast. Speaking of Alex, just want to give a shout out to Alex, doing big things.
Yeah, she is. I saw that in the chat today.
Oh, I was like,
That's
damn,
awesome.
Alex, that's what's up. That's what's up. And we love that.
Hollywood is calling.
I don't think we
know.
can leak what it is specifically.
We can't,
Yeah.
but Alex, if you're listening to this, we just want to give you a shout out, and we're
She's
proud
doing
of
big
you.
things.
Just want to let you know.
Hopefully,
So-
I didn't say too much just there.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
So first story is suggested by one of the goats, Rebecca, aka Turtles Can Fly 7,
Hey.
on our Discord. And I just a shout out, just to show that I do read what people say there, even though I don't respond all the time. I know what everybody says. So we're actually gonna go back into time, and this is one of their suggestions to go over one of the most classic and popular stories ever told on Reddit.
This might be a first recommendation from our Discord
Yes.
we've ever done. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. We then go to r/true off my chest, where Wikimaniac flying mid-score mid-plant cross-posted a story.
Whoa. Midscore has stance?
No, it's a hyphen.
No, it's the hyphen. Sean, come on,
Sean.
get with the program.
Oh.
Sean doesn't even get his own bit. Come on.
It's your own bit. God damn it, bro.
I thought they for real wrote midscore now.
No, it's a flying hyphen mid-plant.
He was
Or
so
slash.
excited. He was so excited.
I was like, wow, midscore has stance? That's
I
awesome.
mean, mid-score is going to have stats. There's a hyphen in our patron, as a patron.
Yes.
I don't know if
there
that's
is.
a homage.
That's true.
I think there's also one in our subreddit where it says respect the mid-score, if I'm not
Nice.
mistaken.
Is he using it? You love that. You gotta love it.
You do gotta love it. It's amazing.
My children.
Sean's like a proud papa right now.
He is.
We then go to r/true off my chest again. This was from flying mid-score mid-plant. Cross posted a story about OP attending her fiance's work party only to be pulled aside by the woman he spends the most time with at work. So the fiance, the fiance spends the most time with at work. So it could get juicy. It could not. We'll see.
You already know how we feel about work
Wives and
wives?
husbands.
wives and work husbands.
Yep.
We don't like them over here.
And then we go to a quick ad break. And from there, we go to r/marriage, where cryptid lower score, Salamander, cross-posted a story about a husband wanting to be obeyed.
Oh, I don't like that one already.
Gross.
And for the last story, this one's actually going to be a surprise for the boys. This one is sent to us by the amazing ShadowcatMD. So Wikimaniacs and boys, stay tuned for that one. I'll send y'all the link later. So
Ooh.
be excited for that one.
Interesting.
Very
I'm not
cool.
even going to give any spoilers, so stay tuned.
Okay. I'm
right.
nervous.
You don't want to entice us and them a little?
You know, I like edging everybody, you know.
God damn it. Move on. We're moving on.
I don't want anyone getting excited too prematurely on this fine Monday morning. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. Christ.
Hold it a little bit. You know, play a Tarzan song in your head right now.
Yo, we got taken down on YouTube for that.
Josh, can I just say, I fucking bursted out laughing when I saw that clip, dude. Even though it was the wrong song, I was proud of it.
Was it the wrong one?
Yeah, you played "You'll Be in My Heart."
I didn't choose the song. It was just a clip from YouTube that I stole.
Oh, you did? But
Yeah.
the fucking look in the end killed me.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I fucking love that.
This is stuff I would laugh at with you guys if I knew where I was.
I made a TikTok of the Tarzan one. Sean.
It's also in our reels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And at the end, Tarzan comes in. Anyway, that's a tease. You can go check that out.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, I've seen it, guys. I'm just, I act like I don't know, so we can push people.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. Some might say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
It's worked for us thus far. I don't know.
He's right.
These stories are either listener submitted or cross-posted to our subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki, and apparently our Discord channel as well. So be sure to join that. You can find all our info on the show notes, and as usual now, at the conclusion of the episode, we'll read reviews, comments, and announcements. So stay tuned till the end.
Tease one thing for the end there,
Tease me, baby.
John?
I knew you were gonna fucking say some shit.
I don't want to anymore. But I will do it for the Wikimanaics. So
Do it.
because we didn't get to do this last week with Sean's Monday episode because we were on a time crunch.
Yeah,
but I
I'm
have
so
an
sorry.
update from one of my stories that I would
fuck
like to
yeah.
do at the end of the episode, if that's okay.
By all means, my brother, you do what you gotta do. I know the
Awesome.
Wikimaniacs love that shit.
Awesome. So that's my
All right.
tease.
That's all you're gonna give me, Josh?
I can take this off if you want.
Whoa, let's go, baby. Oh. All right, I got to stand up for that and adjust.
Sorry, audio listeners.
All right, ready to get to the ball rolling, boys?
Yeah, my plaid is off. I feel naked.
I mean, you might as well go all the way, right?
That's
John
the
is
tease.
exceptionally horny this episode.
You know
Did
what?
you not get your 5 times in today, John?
No, I work full time again, so I have a
no.
lot of meetings throughout the day.
The hub's going to go bankrupt.
Oh no!
No, man, there's a lot of built in.
There's a lot of pent up horniness now.
Oops, all horny.
No.
I'm on like Zoom meetings all day. I'm just like, I don't got time for this shit anymore. I miss being unemployed.
no.
Damn it. Fuck my life. Let's not say that because I was broke as fuck. So
Say
please, I couldn't. My wallet was not happy. Anyways, story number 1. This is from one of the goats. Turtles Can Fly 7. And this one is an OG of all OGs as far as Reddit stories are concerned. This one is from Learned Butt as the OP. The title is, I was 22 years old when I learned that not every family has a poop knife. Has anyone heard this story before?
I can't even imagine where this is going. No, I haven't heard this story.
This is a classic. I actually know. I've been knowing this story for a while. So
Well, it sounds like a story you would know.
yes.
So
I'm in shock. A poop knife?
Shall we get started?
Let's do it.
I guess
All right,
I have no
guess.
idea where this is going.
Good. So the story goes as this. My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic, maybe it's our diet, but everyone births giant logs of crap. If
Again,
anyone
you can
has
post those over, I know this is old, but feel free to send them to our Instagram.
No, don't.
no. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. Sean, you said you had mega poops before. Right?
I've had mega poops, but not enough to where I need a fucking knife. I don't think.
Shit. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose.
Absolutely fucking
This is the weirdest
not.
shit.
You don't have a fucking plunger or... I mean, I
Get
guess
a
if the
better
shit-
toilet, maybe with a bigger
Yeah.
hole. I don't know.
Get an
No, there's-
outhouse.
Yeah, an outhouse would be perfect.
I think you might just need a shit more often. Maybe I don't know
maybe.
why.
Less fiber, maybe. Less
Maybe
meals.
more
Probably
fiber.
more
So you could,
fiber.
so you can poop more often.
Oh,
Yeah, so soften up
Yeah.
your stool too.
that's true.
Maybe
Fair
stool
enough.
softeners,
Drink some water. I don't know.
Miralax.
Laxative, so it's not as solid.
Also, a kitchen knife.
A rusty,
Rusty.
one.
You're sticking your hand in that toilet for sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like you got to get to the bottom of the.
I'm just so confused.
All right, well, we'll keep going then. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?"
No.
Like a towel. Like if you're in the shower and someone says, "Can you get me a
Can I get
towel?"
Yeah. I thought it was a standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife.
Use
Fast
the
forward to
plunger,
22.
right? Just use the plunger, right? Why are we cutting poop?
Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house.
See,
My friend
I was a day or two between poops. My
Yeah,
man.
You need
Too many
Okay,
days.
me? This might be too much. I think today I shat like 3 or 4 times.
Dude, I'm
That's
4 to
too
5
much.
times a day. 4 to 5 times a day for me.
Oh my God.
Between my kombucha and like my probiotics and the yogurt, and then I'm trying to eat a lot of vegetables, so I'm getting a lot of fiber from that. I'm shitting quite a bit these days.
Oh my goodness.
Look, like I said, I wake up super early in the morning. Immediately when I wake up, and then like just before lunch, after lunch, like around 5 o'clock, and then before I sleep. So that's usually,
Oh my goodness.
it's usually a schedule.
I'm usually 2, but today, or I mean like recently, as I've been trying to change my diet this month or whatever, I'm getting a fuck ton of fiber in right now. I'm shitting a lot.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I'm usually like 1 to 2. And then if I'm having a bad day, it's a few more, but that's a bad stomach day.
Dude, after hot ones, it was like 8 times.
Holy, I was
I'm
not that
regular.
much.
I'm regular as fuck, dude.
Oh my goodness.
8 times. That's incredible.
This reminds me of that Jake and Amir episode with Ben Schwartz.
There's
Apparently, I poop as much as I masturbate. So.
He's like, you're pooping way too much. He's just like, how much do you poop? Once a week? That's way too little.
way too little.
Oh, God. Anyways, it's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was a local dealer and always had guests over because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one, so I crack the door and call out my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what?
No.
Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it. Please. What the fuck is a poop knife? Obviously, he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano
that's a-
glaive?
You
No
can't
way.
think this is normal.
This,
Oh
no
my
fucking way.
Goodness.
Is this you, John? Did you write this?
He's also naked.
I explain what it is I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door.
No.
It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. Fuck my life. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife.
Okay. Okay. Not food then.
No.
But still, that's disgusting.
Thankfully, she didn't cook with it, but used to open Amazon boxes. She will be getting her own utility knife now. Edit. Common question. Why was this not in the bathroom instead of the laundry room? Answer. We only had one poop knife, and the laundry room was central to all 3 bathrooms. I have no idea why we didn't have 3 poop knives. All I know is that we didn't. We had the one. Possibly because my father was notoriously cheap about the weirdest things, so yes, we shared our poop knife.
That is possibly the wildest story we've ever done. Honestly,
It's a classic.
bizarre of your family not to tell you this is not a normal thing and just send you out into the world. Oh my goodness. And then not to have a conversation with your wife about it. Have you never needed it when she's around?
I guess
I wonder if this guy grew up watching like sitcoms and like crazy situations. He's like, man, how come no one's ever written like a poop knife episode? That'd be like such a good episode. Like, oh no, you don't have a poop knife.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just, how come I never hear about poop knives?
Like you'd think it would be a marketable device if more people had it.
It's
And
just gonna be on Shark Tank.
yeah. A knife you can cut your poops with. What do you mean?
Hey sharks, here's my Shark Tank.
My Shark Tank.
My thing, I'm still stuck up on that. He said it's been a day or two without poops.
Yeah.
Dude, your whole family needs to be eating more fiber. That's
Yes.
way too little. You gotta Greek yogurt, some kombuchas.
Maybe not as
Relax
much as
that.
Sean, but
Yakult. Drink Yakult.
I don't know what that is, but
It's probiotics and it's amazing.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
you
an
know,
Asian thing? Is Yakult Asian?
Probably. I drink it with my soju sometimes.
Yeah. It's at boba places. Yeah, maybe it's Asian. Yeah, but it's like a probiotic yogurty drink. Kind of
Okay.
milky. It's
Got
good.
bacteria as a motherfucker. That shit makes shit.
Okay. Well,
It sounds like everything makes John shit though. So
it does.
I am
It
full of
does.
shit majority of the times though. Anyways, moving on to the next story.
Oh,
This
what's
one,
crazy to me though is that John shits 5 times a day and just recently started eating vegetables. So
I
what?
can only imagine how much it's going to go up.
So now that you're eating vegetables, you're
It's
about to
probably gonna go up.
skyrocket. You're gonna
game
hit
over,
new
baby.
records now.
He's never going to leave the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just pooping
that's
on
why
company
I
time.
want Tushy to sponsor us because I use the product so goddamn much.
Don't shout them out.
Oh, sorry.
You don't use that product, but maybe you might.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If they sponsored us,
Maybe if
Let
they
us know.
send us a little bit of money.
You know?
we might be
Anyways.
inclined.
Next story. This one is from user Flying Mid-Score Plant. The OP is user Side Representative 38. The title is, at my fiance's work party, a girl he's been training pulled me aside to talk to me about the way he is at work.
Oh, no.
Any predictions so
go.
far?
I mean, I have many. They're all bad.
Yeah, I can't think of a good scenario. Like,
No,
oh,
there
your
are
husband-
good scenarios, but they don't end up on Reddit. You know what I mean?
Especially someone they've been training at work.
That's
Sounds
what
like
I'm
a power
thinking.
dynamics to me.
Yeah, like the good scenario is like, oh, your husband's an amazing trainer. Like he's awesome.
Training
He's
in a way.
No, I'm meaning in a good way right now.
Okay, gotcha.
But that's like the good scenario. The bad scenario is that he's some sort
creep.
of pervert or a creep and is just weird towards her. And I'm
Spread
hoping
sheets, am I right?
no. It is wild your HR.
It truly makes zero sense.
Well,
Baffles
I
me.
excel at my job, guys. Come on.
Also, this is the horniest you've been in a long time, John. It's like a lot of fucking sex.
Maybe it's the ocean water that my wife just made me.
Maybe.
She put
I don't know
some
what's
shit in
in
there.
here.
She put some shit in there
Just
for
by
sure.
it.
It's blue. There's,
That's why
you
it's
know,
blue.
It's
It's Blue Chew.
maybe. Damn it.
Also not
Well,
a
I don't-
sponsor.
Also not a
doing after
goddamn
this?
sponsor.
Okay, story goes as this. I've been with my fiance for 3 years. We're getting married in September.
Ooh.
I've always had bad relationships, and I never thought I'd end up with someone who I could trust implicitly and not question their loyalty.
Oh no.
I wanted it badly, but didn't think I would have it. For a long time now, I've felt that trust with my fiance, and it's such a good feeling to feel so secure in our relationship and not be constantly questioning what we are or where I stand with him, etc. I know he's been training a new girl at work. He's told me a little bit about her, and I've just been so proud of him that he's moved up enough in his company to be training someone that I haven't thought much of it. But at the work event tonight, I met the girl he's been training, and she was drunk. She came over to where I was sitting and told me she wanted to talk to me about my fiance, and I got to admit, my heart dropped a little. She started off by saying that there's a lot of weird people in their office, but that my fiance is not one of them, and she really
Oh.
appreciates that. Plot
This
twist.
is a happy ending.
It is. It's a wholesome one.
Oh yeah.
She then went on to say that if he isn't talking about work, then he's talking about me, and that he is head over heels in love with me and makes that evident daily.
way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I
We
just
were
wanted.
wrong.
I wanted to give you guys like a plot twist. You know what I'm saying? So to keep that energy going.
We're
But-
broken from all of the stories we read on Reddit.
You know, Sean gave us
truly.
a bunch of oops all sad, especially last Monday. I had to make things right a little bit.
Thank God.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we
You're
are.
welcome.
We are broken individuals, but
Yes.
this is wholesome.
She told me how much she loves it when he talks about me, that it gives her hope she'll find someone like him someday. She said she's going through a divorce currently. After a very abusive relationship, she said she is so used to feeling objectified and sexualized, but that my fiance doesn't make her feel that way at all. She told me he doesn't look at her or any other girls in the office in that way, and that he is so respectful, encouraging, and supportive, and just a breath of fresh air. She told me over and over how happy she is we're together, and my heart was just bursting the whole time. At one point, namely the beginning of our relationship, I would have felt so threatened by this. I wasn't secure enough in myself to hear things like this from another girl and not feel insanely jealous. But I was blown away tonight because I didn't feel jealous or threatened in the slightest. I just felt overwhelmingly proud of him being the man that he is and glad that he makes his female coworkers feel safe. Yes, it's the bare minimum for a guy to treat a girl with respect, but unfortunately, guys don't always do that. It makes me so thankful that he's mine and I'm his, and that he has such a good heart and soul. It makes me glad to know that this girl can go to work and feel safe around him and know that he isn't going to sexualize her or put her in an uncomfortable position. I'm proud of myself too for the growth I've undergone over the course of our relationship, as well soon after we started dating. I went to surprise him at work and flipped out when I walked in and saw him talking to a girl in a proximity that I deemed too close. I cringed so hard looking back on it, but it's where I was at the time. We both had issues to work through and we've both gone through therapy, both together and individually, and I feel like we're at such a strong point now. The girl and I bonded over some shared interests and shared dislikes of a few other people at our table. So I think I may have gotten a friend out of it too. And I know someone will comment that they're just going to ditch me and run away together, and that's fine if you want to think that. But I know my relationship and I'm happy, so just know in advance it won't get to me. I just hope this doesn't come across as bragging. It's not my intention. I just have had a few drinks and my heart's been exploding all night and I just need to type it all out and get it off my chest. So thank you. Edit. There are so many comments. I can't respond to them all, but I just want to say thank you to those of you who have been so kind. Thank you for sharing your stories. I've loved reading your comments. To those of you who say I should be suspicious or that she's just trying to make me trust her, all I have to say is I hope you find someone you have the same security with. Thank you all.
Nice. That is a lovely story.
If there's ever been a fucking commercial for therapy, that
should be it. Yeah.
That should be it.
Can I find the button?
get therapy?
I did it.
Wow, first try. But yeah, that's like a ringing endorsement for therapy. The confidence she has in herself, the confidence she has in her husband or fiance, the confidence she has in their relationship as one is what everybody strives for.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is the bar. This is where the bar should be.
Yes.
And I love it. I thought it was funny when she was like, before she actually posted it, she was like, if there's any comments saying you should be suspicious, like, I'm not going to listen to you, basically. I was like, oh, it's funny she's fighting the comments that aren't there yet. And then lo and behold, the comments were there. It's like, it's Reddit. You got to understand that there's people who are going to be on there saying stuff like that. But I'm glad she's not listening to them and just enjoying her relationship and all of the beautiful things that they've got coming. So this is awesome.
That's
Sean,
so cool.
I feel like I'm picturing this guy as you. And I feel like that's the kind of way you light up when you talk about Nancy. I mean, I do the same with Juliet. Well, mostly I'm bitter when I talk about my wife, but
Fuck me, right?
we have our inside joke about it, you know? But yeah, this is who I picture Sean is as a person because how wholesome he is as a guy. So are you like that when you talk to people about your Nancy?
I mean, I don't know. I don't, maybe. I don't remember a lot of things. So to be honest, I feel like, I talk about her, but who knows? I don't know. I just don't want to claim like, oh yeah, I'm just as wholesome as this guy. Like, I don't know.
You're a wholesome
she's-
guy, dude.
She's listening and being like, absolutely
She'd be like,
fucking
that
not.
guy doesn't
Fuck this
fucking
guy.
mention me ever. He never thinks of me.
I know. Juliet's going to listen to this. Is like, yeah, my husband's a fucking dick to me. To be fair, we're mean to each other all the time. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's y'all's joint. That's y'all's communication, y'all's way of love.
Yeah, she's in the live chat. I hear her chirp you all the time.
Yeah,
in
she
there.
chirps about. Oh
It's
my God, she
funny.
always talks shit about me.
I need to get it in the live chat just so I could see that.
Yeah, you do. You're always at work though.
Do we need to
Yeah.
do a PDF or like a guide on step by step on how you can get there?
Yeah, show me exactly how to get there and how to comment in the live.
It's on TikTok now too.
Happy Honda days, friends.
I was like, damn,
Gets ignored for like the next
Dude.
hour.
dude,
that.
15 minutes. I was like, damn, no one wants to talk to me at all. I see people are viewing.
Oh shit. All right, but with that, we're gonna cut to a quick ad break, like how we cut poops. So we'll be right back, Wikimaniacs.
Cut our beards.
Yes.
An ad knife.
Roses are red, violets are blue, and our friends at Manscaped have a gift for you. That's right, Manscaped is now selling beard products. The leaders in grooming are revolutionizing the men's hygiene game once again with the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel with 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. With this kit, it's never been easier to sculpt your precious look at any length, so make sure you're looking extra lovely this Valentine's Day by using the Beard Hedger. And even better, save 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com and using the code REDDIT. Now every winter, around this time, my beard is usually a dry mess, but thanks to Manscaped's beard shampoo, conditioner, and oil, my beard is feeling silky smooth. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit is the ultimate tool to get the perfect V-Day look. 7 million men already trust Manscaped with their balls. It's time to trust the hair up top. With this new kit, take your grooming routine to the next level. And it all starts with the Beard Hedger. This electric beard hair trimmer is a premium beard sculpting machine. Along with having only one guard, leaving little mess, it's also waterproof. You can shave in the shower to avoid all the hair in the sink or bathroom floor. Plus, the titanium-coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to a single-stroke efficiency. Manscaped and Valentine's Day are the perfect pair, and the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit doesn't end there. They have created 4 dermatologist-treated formulations for your post-trim hygiene. First, there is the beard shampoo and conditioner. You need to remember all your hair is different. Beard hair is more coarse and easier to damage than hair on your head. That's why the kit has made shampoo and conditioner specifically designed to moisturize, reduce ingrown hairs, replace natural oils, and promote beard health. Next in the kit, the Manscaped Beard Oil. No one wants a guy whose beard hair is brittle and dry. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and skin beneath while adding a little shimmer and shine, making him look extra fine. Cap off the kit with the Beard Balm, a pomade that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit also comes with 3 free gifts: a beard brush, a comb, and scissors to ensure you have all the tools for a perfect beard. From first impressions to last, you're going to love it, and everyone who sees your improved facial hair game will love it too. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble trouble and tame your mane this Valentine's. So don't forget, you get 20% off and free shipping with the code REDDIT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code REDDIT at manscaped.com. Spice up V-Day this year with Manscaped's Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. Thanks, Manscaped.
And we're back. Did you cut your shit or your beard?
Jesus.
I never will. Oh, my beard. Yeah, I will.
Good.
Not my poops.
With the new Manscaped, what's the name for the...
Pooper knife.
I was going to say the beard trimming thing that we got.
Hey, your shit's gonna smell good though.
They're pivoting now. Trim your asshole and your
Yeah.
And your shits.
and your poops.
With the Manscaped Poop Knife 3.0.
They come out with poopery too. That'd be awesome.
Dude, we should be... Oh, I was going to say we should be getting paid, but we are getting paid.
We are getting paid.
Let's go. All right. I know the last story was wholesome, and I'm going to bring you guys back down again because this one is bad, but you guys can flame them afterwards. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's
To be
go
fair, this is probably the Wikimaniacs' favorite type of story.
Yeah. Oops, All Sad is, for some reason, they vibe off of that.
They like watching Sean tormented.
You just want to see his
true.
face, like, from smiling to just anger.
What
They
the fuck?
like to see the light escape my body, my eyes.
One of the things I got to show you later in the comment section will make you do that.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Not in a bad. It's more funny, but anyway.
Okay.
This one was cross-posted by one of our Wikimaniacs, Cryptid Lower Score Salamander. And this one is originally from r/marriage, posted by appropriate lower score, mix2176. I'm getting confused now.
It's too confusing.
There's too many scores.
It is so much scores to count. The title is Husband Wants to Be Obeyed.
Boo.
Yeah, this one already sounds terrible.
So the story goes as this. Husband had been radicalized. I, female 36, has been having a cyclical conflict with my husband, male 41, for the last few years. It seems like his political views keep shifting further and further away to the right.
Divorce.
Wrong way.
Wrong way. Go back. I'm at a place where I don't know what to do. He is not the person I married at all. He watches a lot of people on YouTube and listens to all these different podcasts.
I bet I could guess the exact people he listens to. I'm not going to shout them out because fuck those people, but I know exactly who she's talking about.
I mean, one of their acronyms is BS, so and they're full of BS.
I cannot believe he is one of the biggest podcasters in the world.
That
is just
Slight tangent. I was talking to somebody and they brought up like, oh yeah, how's your podcast doing? And I was like, oh, we're doing pretty good. We keep getting more and more patrons, which is awesome. And he was like, oh yeah, Patreon. I use that to follow some other podcasts too. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. He was like, yeah, it's the ones that get their videos taken down from YouTube because they're just talking blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we're not the same. We're not the same.
You said this was your friend?
I was talking to somebody. I had acquaintance.
Oh, so not even good enough to be a friend. So good.
I was just like, oh no, this is. I want you to know that we are not that.
Yeah, I've had some conversations with some people about certain podcasts that they listen to.
Yeah, I mean, that took a turn. I mean, I understand all the jokes and memes that come with being a podcaster, especially a male podcaster, especially a male podcaster in your 30s. There's a lot of bad ones.
Josh can't
especially
say that
as a
yet.
white male podcaster. It's I fit the stereotype, but I fit the mold, but not the stereotype. I guess is what I hope I achieve.
Yeah, I hope people don't think of us as that.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, John.
You're good.
Sorry. Yeah, tangent.
He watches a lot of people on YouTube and listens to all these different podcasts. They're informing his views. I try to point that out, but he thinks that's okay because they're right.
They
the
are
main
right.
issue, yeah, they are right. Not that way though.
No, on the right.
On the right,
Sorry.
yeah.
Make that clear.
No, we got you.
Yeah, thank you.
The main issue is that he's been listening to stuff explaining women to men. Very misogynistic stuff from my perspective. He is at a place now where he is adamant I defer to him because that's how feminine women are supposed to be. I should respect his manhood by deferring to him as the ultimate decision maker.
This is the most tater tot
It is very
piece of shit I've ever heard.
And Sean's soul left his body. I'll bring it back.
Dude.
I promise. I'll bring it back.
I'm just so shocked at people that fucking I mean, sure, I'm probably influenced every day by shit, but like,
Oh, yeah.
there's got to be a point where like how does like such radical thoughts enter you and you're like, you know what? I've been doing life all wrong. Actually, fuck what my wife thinks too. Actually, she doesn't know shit. Like, how does all of that change so quickly? It's
so I understand how it happens. Like it's the pipeline, right? And it starts with like minor stuff where it's like, you know, I can't even think of anything to give an example, but it's like a minor thing that you agree with. And then you start listening to that person and then you start just intaking all of their content. And you're like, I agree with everything these people say, which is not how you should approach media. And it is why we encourage our Wikimaniacs to disagree with us when they do.
Yeah, challenge us all you want. Shit. We're all
It's
about
on-
Yeah, I had somebody flame me for liking stand-up, and I totally get it. Stand-up can be bad. So
Yes.
like, yes. And then we've on multiple times not maybe apologized or like explained why we said certain things or, you know, done certain things and like given our perspective on things. But again, like we are open to all suggestions, comments, disagreements.
We're not
We
a
like
monolith.
that.
We're not perfect.
Yeah.
We're fallible and we will miss things, and that is okay. And I think just agreeing with anything, like any media that you listen to, just agreeing with it mindlessly and just falling down that pipeline where you like you start with someone who's mildly on the right, then they have
Just
someone
keep
that's
going further.
more right on their podcast, and you fall down into their podcast, and then it just keeps going until you're in these niche fucking groups online where it's like, you know what? JFK's son is coming back to life in Dallas. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Dude, those TikToks are fucking crazy. When
Yeah,
people like
man.
interview those guys, I'm like, these are real people.
But this is
These
how
are
it
people
starts.
that go and vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to add to that, a direct quote from one of the greats in this trio, Sean, you said this. We're just three dumbasses. It's just we're just here to have fun, provide entertainment. Call it quotation.
Guarantee you most of the guys you listen to are also dumbasses on podcasts.
But they swear that they're like an
they
authority
swear that they're
figure.
right.
Yeah. Which is stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going with the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
Before we go to a more political tangent, we always do that. Sorry about that. He was saying that I should respect his manhood by deferring to him as the ultimate decision maker. I can't believe I'm having these conversations. He really was a sensible person. Everything now is beta men this and alpha that and women this and that. Our latest fight is so weird to me, I don't even get it. I had a work evening function and I told him in passing a few times. And then on the day of, he sees me putting on makeup and getting dressed. He got upset because he didn't know I was going to a party. I'm just like, okay. While I was dressing, he took the kids to a restaurant and a movie and said, since I was having fun without them, they would make their own fun. I get that part, but it was deeper than that. He said he wanted to punish me with that. They ended up coming back early as I was leaving and he gets upset again by how I'm dressed. Told me my makeup is too much, especially my lipstick, and my dress totally inappropriate. I was wearing a full-length dress with a long sleeves and it was loose. There was nothing overtly sexual about it. I just looked good. Good on you.
But also, if you looked sexual and you wanted to, go ahead.
Yeah.
They should be teaching men not to look at that in a sexual way.
Exactly.
It's coming from a guy who's overly horny about this episode. So ain't that fucking funny?
It's just towards us, though, which is the weird part.
You two good-looking guys, so can you blame me?
Yes, and HR will hear about this.
Okay, good. I'm gonna pull myself up an office. Like,
yeah, this is HR.
if I'm gonna fucking talk to a mirror and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you today? I don't know. Maybe I didn't shit too much today. All the toxicity hasn't left my body today.
That's what it is. Yeah,
that's what it is. I was wearing a full-length dress with long sleeves and it was loose. There was nothing overtly sexual about it. I just looked good. I felt strong and beautiful. Anyways, I leave. He calls while I'm on the road and tells me I look like a harlot with my lipstick. Says I'm disrespecting him by dressing like that, and if I choose to continue to go, he will also be entitled to not want to go out with me.
This is insecurity talking. I'd like to make that very clear. It's not, he's like pushing this on here where he's like, oh, she looks better than me. She's going to leave me kind of thing. Like it's his insecurity coming out in anger, which is not okay. And you're you're so stupid.
He's fucking dumb. He said this should be for a month. Again, punishing me. He also adds this means we won't be doing anything for Valentine's Day. I go to my function, I come back, and it's been a few days with the same drama. I'm honestly looking for separating because I can't believe this is what I'm dealing with. I'm not sure if I need advice or if I'm just venting. I wish there was a magical button I can press to get him to wake up, but since there isn't, I'm trying to figure out my next moves.
Yeah, leave him.
I was going to say, like it's fine to have, I guess, differences in political views.
I agree.
That's fine.
But because we do have like right-wing Wikimaniacs, and I want to make it very clear. I do not hate you if you're like right-wing. I don't hate you. I disagree with you, but it's when you get to the extremes, when you're hating trans people, hating women, hating gay people, minorities. It's like, that's when it's like, okay, this is no longer political. This is just
you're being a shitty person.
You're being a terrible fucking person. And so I can disagree with you politically, economically, socially, like if you don't want healthcare or something like that. We can disagree on that. I strongly disagree with you, but it's okay. And that's fine. I want to make that very clear, but continue, Sean.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, it's just like John and Josh both, correct me if I'm wrong, but hate organized religion, or at least at the very least hate Christianity and people that push it, maybe. Definitely the people that push Christianity.
What did he say? Hate?
No, dislike.
Disagree with some of the notions.
I know.
Like Josh said.
I have issues.
I know
with
John had like low-key childhood trauma from like Christian stuff, right?
Yeah.
I did a whole cult podcast, and I see a lot of similarities, which is, I'm not saying it's a cult, but
And at the end of the day, they love and respect me, I would assume.
Absolutely.
And
100%.
And I consider myself a Catholic, a Christian. So we have different views about things, but I'm never like, you're going to hell. I'm never extreme about my view. I don't.
I love guns. Y'all don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
you do.
I love guns. Yeah.
again,
I'm a vet, so it's like it's a prerequisite for me.
we have varying degrees of views, but
of differences too, but we all love and respect the three of us. And
Yeah.
I assume if you listen to this show, you're probably not forcing extreme alt-right views on
Yep.
your partner. I assume, because unless you just hate listen to us, which is, I mean, fine. Jump us for
enough.
numbers, that's fine, whatever.
we appreciate it.
Yeah,
We do
you're
have
on
some
our
people.
YouTube shorts that hate watch us. But like, yeah, I don't know. I always feel bad saying like divorce, but when you're at like this certain point, it feels
Well,
like
it's
a certain
abuse.
point of no return. Yeah, it's you're just trying to go out and you're getting hounded before you leave, while you leave, when you get back, and it's like for unreasonable things. You're like Josh said, if you were wearing a sexy dress,
So
do
what?
you could do whatever.
Yeah.
But you were just wearing, in a normal person's eyes, just wearing a normal dress.
Yeah.
And he fucking flipped out because who knows why? Because he's fucking weird. I don't know. But like you said, he's a completely different person from when you married.
Yeah.
And he feels like he's entitled to punish you.
He's
because it's
entitled
his
to your
right as
body
a
is what
man.
it sounds like.
yes, entitled to the body, which
Yeah.
is insane for anybody to be when it's not their body. I don't know. A lot of alt-right men. That's why we have the laws. Did you see in Florida that governor is being like, I don't know if it's like a law or they're trying to make it a law, but they have to like report when they get their period and shit like
Oh,
that.
hell no.
And like
That's fucking
list
creepy.
like, when did you first get your period? What's your cycle? And like give it to the
Ew.
government or some shit. I had to stop reading because I was like, I must be reading this wrong. This is insane.
That's a
I mean-
violation of privacy.
What they've done with the abortion law is like, this is where it's going, right? It's going
It's
to the
criminal.
Handmaid's Tale. That's
I joke about it.
What we're on
Or
track
I
for.
joked about it before all this. I mean, not a joke, but like sort of like, oh man, like we're a few steps away from that. But
Yeah.
then we started making those steps, and I was like, oh no, this is real.
Yeah, it's just and that's where I start to differ, like be like, okay, you're no longer human. You're being a piece of shit. I don't care politics wise, but this is not. This is just humanity. This is being a decent person and respecting other people's bodies, respecting other people, like their lifestyle, their whatever, their choices, their sexuality, their anything like that. Respect that, and that should have nothing to do with politics and policies. Those should all be protected by the government, and it is disgusting that it's not, and we're starting to lose. I say we, but I mean the first world, is starting to lose a lot of those rights for women and minorities, and it's disgusting, and it makes me sick. And that's when this is a whole different story from where he is, but
It's like
related.
a path of going there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because media is such a powerful weapon in terms of indoctrination.
Well, we
And
saw
this-
it with Andrew Tate, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Billions
a
and billions
revolution
of views.
of men and little boys like trying to become these disrespectful beings. And like it's funny because they always
Disrespectful, saying it lightly.
they always try to point out like that you are a sheep for following others, but meanwhile they see this guy as a godlike figure and follow word for word of what he says. Y'all are sheep. Like you can't keep calling yourself alpha when you're listening to another person. That just makes you a better bitch. You know what I mean? Like it's y'all tripping. So
Yeah, I would not be shocked to hear there's probably a huge number of like marriages that are just like this one. They start listening to Andrew Tate or someone similar, and this starts, right? And it's sad. It sucks, and it's radicalizing a whole nother generation of men, which is awful.
on that note, I'm gonna stop it there because it's gonna go for another 30 minutes of us doing this.
Oh yeah, divorce is my final advice.
Divorce,
Yeah,
yes.
divorce.
So we're gonna end this on a high note for this portion of the episode. So
Ooh,
boys,
we're getting high.
click your link that I just sent you on the chat.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot you sent that.
So what I'm gonna do is I highlighted some parts already. Josh, anything that's written in blue, can you please read? I'm gonna read everything on a yellow, and then everything on green, which is not a lot. Sean, please read. I'll narrate the rest. Is that cool?
I don't even see green.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, there it is.
Green's mostly in the bottom.
I see. Okay.
All right, perfect.
I'm out.
So
I have a guest with me.
yeah,
Kara
what?
there? Hi, Kara.
The lights are
Hello, baby.
She does not look happy.
She's cranky.
Aw.
Oh, baby. All right, you boys ready?
Gotcha.
And when the dialogue comes and it's your turn, please do it with some passion. You know what I'm saying? Like Wikimaniac ShadowcatMD wrote this beautifully for us. So Here it goes.
Shadowcat wrote this, so yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I purposely asked them to send it to me directly because I didn't want you boys to spoil it. So,
Wow.
I mean, I was not threatened by Sean reading it because,
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
it was
I wasn't
Josh.
tagged in it. There's no way.
Yes. Okay. Everything else I'll read. Like I said, just pop in when your line comes.
Let's do it.
Sweet. Podcast intro music ends. After 2 years of working together in a long distance work relationship,
Yeah, man.
the guys decided to formally start a Reddit on Wiki company.
Ooh.
Also, what's a company without an acronym? So as of now, they are the Row Guys.
Oh. Okay.
As the Row Guys wanted to build a real workplace culture, it became evident that the distance was stopping them from doing so. Therefore, it was determined that the three of them would open an office in downtown Ottawa,
I
Canada.
like how you guys both get up and move to
Well, it would have been so much easier for you to just move by yourself.
I mean, you would definitely still have to move, John, because you're way too far, but that is funny.
True.
You get healthcare. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
guess
that.
we do get healthcare.
You can hang out with Justin Trudeau. You know?
Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, is he the weird? Oh, is he
I'll
a
tell him
prime
not to do
minister?
blackface.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
Not
I don't
this
know
month.
I don't know if he's a bad guy, but he's definitely done some bad things. I
Yeah, he's
think.
done some bad things for sure.
They needed employees and decided to hire Rebecca, aka Turtles Can Fly 7, as their
would.
legal advisor.
Yep.
Mid-score as their marketing strategist, and Shadowcat as their secretary.
Nah, Shadowcat would be our producer.
Producer, for sure.
Yeah.
Their first meeting went something as this.
Welcome, Wikimaniacs. I brought you some Timmies. For those who don't know, Timmies are Timbits. But
Delicious, by the way.
yes,
Is that like a Kit Kat?
No,
that's like a
they're
donut hole.
Donut,
I
like
think
a
you
mini
guys
donut.
call it.
Oh, Donut Hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
I think you guys are all going to do awesome work with us. I'm so happy everyone is here.
So let's start with some introduction. Overall, the switch in office culture was great and allowed them to recreate so many TikTok trends, such as what time which employee shows up at the office. Shadowcat would show up at 7 a.m. to benefit that downtown Ottawa early bird parking rate,
Yep.
Rebecca at the legally appropriate work hour, and Sean would often miss on meetings to go catch a movie.
It is.
This is disrespectful.
Is it
Once-
wrong though?
Is it wrong?
I think I've never missed a Wednesday to watch a movie.
No.
Oh,
that's true.
shots fired.
That's
I've
true.
never missed a Wednesday.
Once in a while, the team would be lucky, and Sienna would stop by the office. Everyone would forget that Josh existed and look at Sienna with stars in their eyes.
That's fair. That's what happens now every day.
Yeah.
So,
Once a week, Turtles Can Fly 7 would have to remind John not to get butt naked in the office on his way to the bathroom, as he could be sued for inappropriate behavior in the workplace. Thank you for saving me from me. To which John would respond, he was the HR guy. He'd be fine. Fuck me. Meanwhile, Shadowcat would remind him to grab the poop knife.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
look at that.
It comes
Look
around.
at that. It
Oh
comes
my
around.
goodness.
This is why. So now you have context of what poop knife was. All was going very well. The Row Guys were making money to sustain this office. Sean would get multiple Venmos a day and share those Greek god photos like hot buns.
Of me or him?
Of you, John.
Oh, definitely of you.
Definitely you, my guy.
Unless I've renamed my bunions Greek and God.
And I'm sure people would pay for this.
And I know you guys didn't read ahead, but this is when things get a little juicy.
Oh.
One thing happened in those few months. John and Sean had fallen in love and they decided to give it a go.
Wow.
Here we
Follow
go.
their
Beautiful.
passion. Yeah.
I feel John would go missing very early in that relationship.
Ain't gonna dap me up. That's
Oh, I'll dab you up.
Oh, sorry. I
Hell
didn't.
yeah.
My eyes are on the script. I didn't see that.
Yeah. I feel John would go missing very early on in that relationship, and we would know who did it.
Go missing.
Yeah.
Gone girl my ass. After a few months, Sean asked John to open the relationship.
Jesus.
He had never
no.
been alone in his good years, and he was getting so much DMs that he wanted to give it a try at being a fuckboy.
Sean would have no
Christ.
chance.
I don't even know how to swipe.
Yes. That's a preview for Friday's
That's a
episode.
preview for Friday.
Yeah. At first, John was opposed to it, but after being asked multiple times, he conceded.
That's abuse.
That is, fuck you,
Yeah.
Sean.
No is no Shadowcat's version of me.
John was sad. He stopped doing some of his favorite activities.
Pooping
John
and jerking
tried to.
off.
I know. I can't enjoy that anymore. It's not fun, apparently. John tried to talk to Sean, but Sean told him he did not want to hear about his problems anymore. Damn, you're a shitty person in this relationship.
Yeah.
Why am I mean? Shadowcat?
What happened to me? I would definitely call Sean out on this shit.
Well, just wait, Josh.
Okay. Oh, no.
As times passed, Sean started to notice that John was returning to his best self. He was playing volleyball multiple times a week with Josh and the rest of the office.
Let's go.
Why am I the villain?
Someone had to be a villain in this story.
It couldn't be a made-up character. Why me?
Nah, it had to be you for
At
some
least you're not a
reason.
side character.
I'd rather be the side character.
One evening, John texted Sean to tell him he would not join him for dinner at home as something came up at volleyball.
Oh.
Later that same day, Midscore texted
Oh my God.
texted Sean to ask him why he'd miss out on John's celebratory dinner for his MVP award. How could you miss it, baby? After all, how could John not share such happy news with him? The next day, Sean found John repainting their spare room. They hadn't been using this room since they had both moved to Ottawa many months ago. He asked John what he was doing with his room, and John said it would make the perfect art studio for Josh and I.
I'm dead.
A year later, the office layout remained the same. The Row Guys podcast was going awesome. Midscore, Shadowcat, and Turtles Can Fly were chatting about a wedding they were going to attend on the weekend. They
It's
were
y'all's
also
wedding. What the fuck?
they were also excited and were discussing outfits. They did not want to outdo the bride.
Hey, good. Nicely done.
Yes. Saturday came and the Wikimaniacs attended the event in numbers. It turns out that John and Josh had decided to officially and exclusively get together. Hell yeah.
I like how Sienna was in
Yeah,
the
where'd
beginning, but
Sienna
she's
go?
been
Interracial
quickly.
babies. Let's fucking go.
They're going to be Swedish.
Oh, damn. Sean arrived 1 hour late. He was in charge of bringing the flower child and the ring bearer, aka Ringo and Kevin. Let's add Kara to that too. So Kara's in there too.
Yo, honestly, you're my ex. Why would you invite me to be the fucking... Honestly, pretty rude on y'all's part.
Yeah, but you're my best man, Sean.
Fuck, that's rough.
I would have said no, I think.
Wow, you would do that?
I'm the villain in this story, aren't I? This is what you wanted, Shadowcat.
This is the best part. Sean walked down this aisle with the kids. He was wearing a red dress. He definitely upstaged the bride.
You
That's
piece
right.
of shit.
I should have known you'd take the pretty white boy.
I'm sorry, but he is essential. P.S.
Read the bottom part, yeah.
Please apologize to Sean if he gets offended. I made him the fuck boy.
I
Shadowcat.
think he was more mad that you made him the villain. That was beautiful. I
That
love
was
that.
beautiful.
I like how it was
Oh, shit.
PG too. That was.
It was very PG.
I honestly would have preferred if we were fucking
Fucking
and sucking.
Sean did not like being the villain.
I don't like being the bad guy.
Oh, you're not the heel.
No.
You're gonna turn face next time.
It could be a triple,
that the
right?
saying?
Let's be a triple, guys. Is it legal in Canada to do that?
A 6-man tag match.
I have no idea. Let's move to Ohio or Utah.
It's definitely not.
Oh, that was brilliant. Thank you so much, ShadowcatMD. That was awesome.
Love all the shout outs to some of our greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of our current hits that we did this episode with
hits.
the poop knife.
Yeah.
So
That
it was
was
like
wild.
the absolute perfect timing. Shout out to ShadowcatMD. But with that said, that's it for the Reddit portion of the episode. We'll be right back after this day in history.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's that time again where we turn our clocks back with our weekly segment, This Day in History. This historical series allows us to time travel to learn more about what happened on this day throughout history. This week, we're taking things back to 1964 to discuss a Canadian music icon. Gordon Downie was born on February 6th of 1964 in Amherst View, Ontario. Gordon would later be raised in Kingston, Ontario, alongside his brothers Mike and Patrick and sisters Charlene and Paula. Gordon went to both high school and university in Kingston and seemed to develop a love for music. He, along with Rob Baker and Gord Sinclair, started the band The Rodents. By the year 1984, at age 20, Downie formed a new band called The Tragically Hip. This band included original Rodents members and some new members, including Johnny Faye and, I can't pronounce this word, saxophonist Davis Manning. According to Wikipedia, in 1986, Manning left the band as guitarist vocalist Paul Langlois joined. According to the UKSA's website, The Tragically Hip launched into Canadian fame, with the population deeming them Canada's band. The band would become a staple in Canadian music for many generations. They had hits such as New Orleans is Sinking, Ahead by a Century, Bob Cajun, and more. Downie would be the band's lead singer and was behind many of the band's lyrics. Stepping away from the rise to Canadian musical fame, Gord would marry Laura Leigh Usher, where the pair would go on to have 4 children. Referencing the Last FM website, in 2016, Downie and his brother Mike, along with the Wenjack family, announced the founding of the Gord Downie and Shani Wenjack Fund. The organization was formed to support reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in Canada, which Downie was appointed to the Order of Canada a year later in June, in recognition of leadership in Indigenous issues. Unfortunately, Gord was diagnosed with glioblastoma, previously known as glioblastoma multiforme, GBM for short. He would pass away due to this on October 17, 2017, at the age of 53 in Toronto, Ontario. A statement was made by his family on the Tragically Hip's website, which reads, quote, "Last night, Gord quietly passed away with his beloved children and family close by. Gord knew this day was coming. His response was to spend this precious time, as he always had, making music, making memories, and expressing deep gratitude to his family and friends for a life well lived, often sealing it with a kiss on the lips." Gord said he had lived many lives. As a musician, he lived a life for over 30 years, lucky to do most of it with his high school buddies. At home, he worked just as tirelessly at being a good father, son, brother, husband, and friend. No one worked harder on every part of their life than Gord. No one. Thank you everyone for all the respect, admiration, and love you have given Gord throughout the years. Those tender offerings touch his heart, and he takes them with him now as he walks among the stars. End quote. And that is the very short history lesson surrounding Gordon Downie, who would be celebrating his 59th birthday today. To celebrate, stream a Tragically Hip song. I'm going to check that out. It sounds interesting. Or check out the Gord Downie and Shani Wenjack Fund. Let us know if you've enjoyed today's segment over on our social media accounts or over on our Cultivate Discord. Also, thank you for tuning in for today's This Day in History segment. It wouldn't have been made possible without the following resources: Wikipedia page on Gord Downie, the Wikipedia page on Tragically Hip, the Tragically Hip and the band's ties to Canadian culture in the UKSA's article, Last FM website, Gordon Downie, and the Gord Downie and Shani Wenjack Fund website. And this wouldn't be possible without our amazing writer and a dear friend of ours, Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions podcast. This would not be possible without her. She writes amazing. And as usual, we can't end the episode without saying thank you to the awesome Wikimaniacs that makes things possible for us. It's going to get to a point where Josh is probably going to have to speed this up because there's a lot of y'all, but that's a good problem to have. So I'm going to go back to my usual and do the first Wikimaniacs to our brand new ones. So without further ado, here are shoutouts. Vina, Lindsay, Gabby, Aaron, Taru, Alex, Valentina, Micah, Yulia, Katie, Blue Reina, Christina, Dan, Phantom Fox, Susan, Freenome, Sarah, Marianne, Miss Doolittle, Jasmine, Alexis, Michelle, Danielle, Crystal, Jen, Eli, Naya, Lena, Diana, Catherine, your girl Diana, Drella, Kieran, Risa, Tiffany, Marine, Dominique, Amber, Carter, the Quirky Ferret. Ooh, interesting. Elizabeth, Jen, Ekaterina, Lofty Andy, Carrie Berry, Rachel, Dan, Paula, Ringo, Casey, Caitlin, Alex, Zenthalo, Sasha, Ashley, Nelly, Itzel, Noah, Amber, Losalini, Sky, Andy, Saskia, Ariori, Little Rosie, Brittany, Haley, Cecily, Ashley, Ali, Shirtless, Josh Stan, Amanda, Neen, Mary Elena, Rihanna, Caroline, Juice Machine, Christine, Queenie's Den, Stephanie, Rhonda, Apollini, Renee, Kawina, Aaron, Jillian, Andrea, Kelsey, Caitlin, Velvet, Mole, Kite, Evelyn, Karina, Sarah, Witty Meta, Linnea, Tegan, Julia, Sherry, Carol, Alyssa, Marjorie, Sunnylicious Supreme. I love saying that, by the way. Lillian, Siddhartha, Brittany, Rebecca, Alyssa, Karen, Iona, Alexandria, Indira, Lani, Kay, Nate, Solinea, D, Jun, my boy Alan, Leslie, Chelsea, Elizabeth, Jory, Jordan, Victoria, Tabitha, Issa Thunder Poop, Jenna, Casey, Nikita, Likachu, Patty, Asgier, Eliana, Emily, Roxy, Judith, Phoebe, Graceful Duck 22, Bex, Unicorn, Candy, Alexis, Lay, Taylor, Olivia, Shell, Daya, Hyphen, Cherise, Sierra, Meg Mystery, Stevie, Annie, Dr. Doonan, Witty Kitty, Cow, Mitzi, Jane, J. Rich, Will, Sophia, Mina, Sarah, Bear, Jessica, Tara, Taylor, Antoinette, Ashley, Kendra, Anastasia, Alex, Miss Christine, E2, Midscore, 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 Maria, Savannah, Flossie, Jarrell, Tracy, Rachel, April, Jenny, Pandemonium the Cat, Lily, Sabrina, Technicolor Kitty, Mackenzie, Olga, Jessica, Jackie, Stephanie, Riker, Carrie Deem, Nathy Me, Nick, Audrey, Lindsay, Sam, Robert, Ashley, Cy Goud, Little 5128, Isameens Biz, Taylor, Emily, Sierra, Shannon, B. Payton, Melissa, Philip, Michael, Purple, DC Bones, Bree, Jessiana, Jojo, Maddie, San, Sarah, Tamsin, Carolina, Alexa, Aisha, Sarah, Teresa, Morgan, Alex, Christine, aka The Runt, Sarah, Pikaya, Mama Deb, and last but not the least, Isabel. There's about 231 of y'all. So thank you so much, Wikimaniacs. We couldn't have done this podcast without all your support. We have so much things planned for all the patrons. So not only do you get shout outs, you get all these different perks as being patrons. Stay tuned for February. We're going to have something very special for y'all. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we thank you for everything that you do for us. But now let's end the episode. Let's bring the boys back to cap this off. Love you guys. Peace. And we're back. So that's it for the Reddit portion. And now we're going to go to comments, announcements. And Josh mentioned that there's an update to the story. So take it away, my guy.
Yeah, so I'll get over the comments here first. We haven't done this for a while because we missed last week. So I'm going to try and do a couple here. But in the Dyson vacuum episode, there was a point where the wife gave him an ultimatum to get married. Do you guys remember that vaguely?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we reacted. We were like, oh no, ultimatum. That's shitty. I think we did it in hindsight because we knew the ending of the story. So we were like, oh, this is shitty. But Jenna B commented and said, perfectly acceptable to tell someone that if a marriage isn't in the near future, you will be ending a relationship. I don't know why people act like every ultimatum is negative. It's not always used as a form of manipulation. It's literally just one person expressing their boundary, expectation, and future plans so the other person is fully aware. And I think that's a fair...
Respect.
Yeah. I think that's fair. There are times when ultimatums are definitely, manipulative, and it's also the other way. I think it could be toxic where you give the person an ultimatum because it's been 10 years and you've expressed many times that you want to get married. I think at that point it's problematic that they haven't proposed yet or whatever it is, or committed, because that's shitty on their part. So I agree with Jenna. I think that was a situation where they were just like, hey, I want an ultimatum because I want to know so that I don't get my kids' hopes up and get connected with this person for a long time, and I want to settle down. Fair. So
we love again, we said it in this episode. We love it when we get challenged. Everything. Don't ever take what we say as bond. It's not the final verdict. We're just three guys expressing our opinions. Our opinions can be wrong at times, and if someone's willing to correct us or give us more perspective, we're all for it.
Absolutely. And then on that same one, I also posted a poll on our YouTube, and we had tons of people vote on it. So I was like, do you think this story is real or fake? And we had 80% say it was fake and
That's
20%
fair.
think it's real. So I think I agree with that. There were some people that were like, I'm sure some of it was real, some of it was fake. So
The first part sounded real.
yeah, absolutely. That could absolutely be something that happened, but I think, then he fed into it, or he was just making shit up. So definitely shitty. In regards to the Pokedex of Women episode with the Am I the Asshole, we did the bride that upstaged the ex that upstaged the bride with the red dress.
Yes.
We were super wrong on that one.
Super wrong.
I don't know. It was very polarizing. It was either like, this is completely okay, and like my culture, red is like good luck or whatever. No, good luck. Like it's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to wear to a wedding or something like that. And then there were people that in this context definitely wrong. Following Alex posted a comment and said, the dress is a bit much for a guest. Red is also known as a signifying a past with the groom. I feel like if I was the ex, I would be trying to blend in, not stand out. And someone in the comments below mentions that there's an update, which I have here today so that we can discuss it. And it's an interesting update because it comes from the bride's perspective. So
Juicy.
So if you haven't heard this story yet, just cut it here. Go listen to that episode and listen to the full context. But just as a summary, basically, ex goes to her ex-husband's wedding wearing a very red dress, and the bride gets pissed off, asks her to leave, and she wonders if she was the asshole. So that's a quick summary. There's tons of other details in there, but that's quick to get to it. So from user NoYam9520. My wedding was ruined by a jealous ex, and she decided to brag about this on Reddit. So I love the pettiness.
Here we go.
Bam. Let's do this shit.
My husband and I have been married for 2 weeks, and I'm already having regrets.
God damn, you want a refund in 2 weeks? Holy shit.
Damn.
Rough. My husband's ex has really been making things difficult for us. She makes sure my stepchildren call me by a first name rather than any term of endearment. Our wedding happened to fall on one of her days with the kids. My husband invited her for reasons I'm still unsure of. I was aware of her receiving an invitation, but my husband never informed me that she had accepted. She came with the kids an hour later. I assumed she was dropping them off, but she had intentions to stay. She was dressed more elegantly than me, and that felt off. So I asked her to leave. She disrespectfully told me that she would be staying. My husband and mother-in-law told me that she was like family and would not be leaving. I was disgusted by this because it was obvious what the woman was doing. She posted the story on here, but in a way that made me out to be a toxic villain in the story. The story appeared on the popular page of Reddit and was also on a friend's TikTok For You page. Could have been us.
Sorry.
I hope it wasn't. No, this is too long ago, I think. It wasn't hard to identify myself because I recognized the dress, and she also used to reveal my real name in the story. I don't understand why she's doing this because we have been civil with each other until now. And I'm very offended by the way she degraded me in her defensive comments and by the fact that my husband took her side. So, revisiting that story, is the original OP, aka the ex, the asshole?
Yes. I'm going to go with yes now.
Yeah. I think Sean and I came on yes. Then you were more hesitant to call her an asshole, John. I think you said the bride was.
I think I might have been a little hesitant as well. Because I was like, I mean, it's just a red dress. It looked fine to me. The lace is definitely not great.
Yeah, I think you came around when I said, but if a bride asks you to leave your wedding, or leave her wedding, you should just do that.
Yeah.
But
and people were saying on the comments on TikTok too about how it was, I don't know what that term is, when it's a train, like is that?
That's like the part that
train?
hangs. Yeah, like dresses train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was a big that was a big thing in the comments. Either that's what made it more of like a wedding dress-esque
I see.
situation. And yeah, I mean that also like comes in our ignorance when it comes to wedding dresses and like what's the norm or what's a social faux pas in like weddings and all that shit. So that's on me for not knowing. So but now that I hear a different context and a different perspective, I'm gonna go on with the OP being a full-blown asshole.
Absolutely.
Oh, not just the OP. I'm sorry. The OP,
husband,
the mom,
too.
and the husband
mother-in-law.
too. Yes. So let me add those three.
That whole side.
It is refreshing is not the right word, but it is like eye-opening to be like, oh yeah, there is always another side to this story.
Yes.
And you can always paint someone else as the villain in your story. So
But at the same time, we can only go on the perspective that was originally given to us.
oh yeah. We're still giving our judgment however we can, but it's just nice to have in the back of your head.
Yes.
There's a possibility that there's something we're misunderstanding in the story. So
I mean, yeah, I feel like we say
I'm so distracted by Kara. I'm sorry.
it's the
So
first time
precious.
ever. But yeah, I feel like even when we pass judgment on stories sometimes, we're like, given the context that we have, this is what we think. We don't say that all the time, but we've definitely certainly said that before, like a couple of times.
yeah, we have.
So it's
Yeah, there was a bunch of stories where we're like, I don't know the full scope.
Yeah.
Like there are some where I was just like, yeah, you're a clear cut fucking asshole.
Yeah.
There are times when like there are probably more details that we don't know about.
For sure.
And on the subreddit Am I the Asshole, there is a flare that's called needs more information. So that does happen.
Oh, cool.
In
okay.
cases
Well, that's
that.
good to know.
So final thing, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I'll do some more reviews next week. I was just trying to catch up on some of the comments and stuff like that. There is one thing I want to show you guys before we
I
head
have
out.
a feeling I know what this is.
So we got tagged in this a lot on TikTok.
Is it someone's
Like
poop?
a lot. No, it is not.
I'm already laughing because I know that
I'm going to share my screen here.
I'm scared.
And
you should be.
I want Sean to respond to these allegations.
Oh, no.
One little fact that people named Sean will never tell you is that it's actually short for Parmesan.
Why the fuck would she release our secret? Absolutely, how dare she?
So Ken confirmed by Sean that his real name is Parmesan.
Parmesan Kyle
And-
Salvino.
That's why he's so cheesy good.
Yeah. Oh god damn. That was too funny. I'm not even kidding. Dozens.
much tags.
Dozens of tags on
Fuck
TikTok.
ton.
Really? That's like,
Yes.
We've got to respond to this. So I'm glad you can confirm that that is your real name, Sean.
wow.
Thank you
have
for the
we-
confirmation.
I hate
We had
being
to get to the
outed.
bottom of that.
She find my birth certificate?
She did. She found all of the Parmesan's birth
Every
certificates.
Parmesan's birth certificate?
Oh, all right. Well, that is it for the comment section, John. So
Awesome.
take it away.
Sean, anything that you want to say before we close the episode off?
No, just
Any Venmos that you've gotten?
no new Venmos. Guys,
Okay.
what are we doing? Yeah.
Maybe you should remind them where they can send you that Venmo.
You know, you can send me that Venmo at SEANSNTPOD. You know the vibes.
And where else can they find you, Sean?
you give me shit for this all the time, but you're the one bringing up my.
It's a bit now. Dude, it's a bit now. I'm not like Josh who clowns on you for your bit. You know, I encourage it.
Okay.
When do I clown it?
No,
What the fuck? You always do that every Friday. Well, you do the same shit all the time, John. Like, I'm just going to mute you,
No,
motherfucker.
it's more the whisper part when you do it. That's more what gets me.
the whisper really upsets Josh.
And we have talked to John about the whisper. So no
Okay,
ASMR, no ASMR unless I'm muting him right now.
We've had complaints to HR, but our HR is very against
It's
Yeah.
these
me.
complaints.
Hi, I'm the HR. It's me.
Well,
Is that a Taylor
there's the
Swift?
YouTube takedown lyrics.
Damn it. Oh, that's it, Sean. You got nothing?
Yeah. No, that's it. I guess my other comment is Kara has blessed. She looks pissed off that I fucking just woke her up. But yeah, she came in the room after my peek behind the screen. I do pee breaks almost twice an episode. I don't know.
A lot.
Add that in the
But,
bingo card, guys.
More than John poops.
Yeah. And so Kara came in with this last pee break. So yeah, thanks for joining us for the first time. Fucking finally holding up her weight against Ringo and Kevin. So yeah.
She wanted some of that paycheck that we give Ringo
Yes.
and Kevin.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that is it for this week's episode. Hope you all had fun. Hope you were mad at the middle story, but also hope you enjoyed that beautiful
Poop
fan
knife.
fiction written by Shadowcat. I had a lot of fun.
No, not the poop knife.
Not the poop. There's a lot of call outs though, so it's cool. But be excited for this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and all
Yes.
the Wikimaniacs.
It's a banger.
We will have a very special guest, and you might know them. They've been featured a lot. I might have spoiled it in a few episodes.
Many
ago.
times, actually.
Many times.
They
but
might have
hey,
been in the fanfic that we just read.
They might have been. So,
Might have been.
Might have been. So, Wikimaniacs, thank you for tuning in for this week's episode. We'll see you this Friday for another. It's not really an Am I the Asshole this Friday, but it is
There's
what
some.
it is. So,
Yeah.
there's some. So, thank you again, Wikimaniacs. We love you. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.